If I wanted more money, I'd be making move bombs, honey.
You are a disrespectful piece of... No. I could eat this over 3 times.
Hello, my skinless chicken nuggets. We have had a fair share of drama from Miss Situation Type Deal very recently. She's been quite rowdy on the internet. She keeps causing issues and trying to be extra controversial this holiday season. I think what she is doing is because of the November-December ad revenue incentive. But alas, let's break it all down. From striking bottle to disrespecting somebody who had a heart attack, eating on camera again, and even drunk like live stream, while also bringing up every single possible reaction channel name into this. So first things first, let's discuss her failing views, and then we can take a look at what she's trying to do to fix that. So here's the Social Blade graph from the last 2 years, from January 2020 to roughly November 2022. As a disclaimer, those are not totally accurate numbers, rather like a nice estimate. And since we have a lot of data to look at, we can definitely see a trend. And the trajectory is going downwards pretty consistently too. We see a spike in views in June 2020. That is the unfortunate time Amberlynn has let us know that she was diagnosed with cancer. Another spike a year later was when I believe she broke up with Becky, or well, Becky broke up with her. She did some trolling with constant mukbangs, and those still seem to be performing better. The last week or so, her views have been absolutely dragging. But I think she's trying to cause a lot of drama because you can see this chart going way down. And November, December are the highest paying months, allegedly, on YouTube, right? So meaning the more views she gets, the more engagement she has, the more money she makes. I have seen somebody say she made up to $32,000 per those 2 months at some point in her peak prime time on YouTube. I have really no way of confirming that information, so it's just a little rumor. I don't have enough experience on YouTube to be able to confirm that.
I did strike bottle because I did it in good faith. I don't think it's okay to take my videos right after I upload them and take a little out, maybe put a little in, and it's lazy. You're literally taking my video. That's like me taking, who do I watch? Learning to Be Fearless. I take each of her videos as soon as she uploads them. I might take out a clip or two, add in a clip or two, and call that content and monetize it. It's absurd. I just don't think that what they're doing is right. I need a little bit more uniqueness, like do more to it. I don't really know. Every situation is its own, and in this situation with bottle, I feel like it is not fair use, and I say that in good faith. I do not want their channel taken down. I don't want them in trouble. I just need it not to happen. And in good faith, I have striked 2 channels, Bottle and Apathetic Facts. But when I see a channel like taking my content as if it's theirs, it's just frustrating. And I know based on what I've learned that that's not okay.
So as you can see, she has lashed out and struck Bottle, or striked Bottle, not struck. Ooh. She claims that Bottle does not edit or transform the content enough. Maybe unpopular opinion on my part, but I kind of agree. There's not much there. I skimmed through some of their videos. They always put up her videos first for anyone not willing to give a view to Amberlynn, but that is the end of me agreeing with her though. She thinks reaction channels are stealing her views, and I beg to differ. She wouldn't be as popular without the reaction channels. It's like an ecosystem. One propels another. Funnily enough, reaction channels have been around for a long time. When MichaelBePetty was still doing reactions, she was at her height, at her peak. She was massively popular. Each video was getting at least 250,000 views. Somehow, he didn't steal her views, although she was still very mad at him. I really think she disliked him. The only time I remember her mentioning him is that, oh, I think he gained weight. That was about it. She did not like him. In a way, I understand why she is in denial, about a lot of the shitty things she's done, and we tend to point it out. So she does not like reaction channels just for that reason alone. However, one thing I want to remind you is that this is not the second channel she has struck. It was Bottle, Apathetic Facts, and Kunks. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, Cuxxnt or something like that. She has 100% struck them. And so she is absolutely lying in this instance, and I just want that to be known.
Oh, someone recently told me about that, and I had to look it up. I was like, what is that? I watched the first episode, and I had a few tears, I'm not gonna lie, because they were talking about like my childhood and stuff, and I was like, damn, how do they know all this information? Like, I was like, what the fuck? But I guess it's just they've gone back and they've watched all my like new stuff, I guess. I don't know, like not my new stuff, my old stuff. Sorry, I was reading your guys' chat. So I watched the first episode, and yeah, might have to watch the next one. But I noticed that in the episode they started I know being biased is a very common thing, you know, us as humans, it happens. Can you address so I just noticed that in the first episode, like, you could tell that they started to cater to the wrong audience instead of just like being non-biased, in my opinion. I feel like, I don't know. I don't really know how to explain it, but I still am interested in the other episodes. I know it's kind of weird to sit there and watch like long ass episodes about yourself. It seems very narcissistic, but it's just interesting.
And so I guess Amberlynn would not be herself if she didn't call out Mr. Snowflake, because apparently he's too biased, but I think he's really depicting quite accurately how she has presented everything over the years, over her life, how her relationships have been going so far. Me, myself, personally, I'm really looking forward to seeing more of the handsome man and his content, hopefully soon. Later on the stream, we are graced with a mukbang of sorts. This is always a safe video for her to make. It's easy, it's fast, it's absolutely zero effort. She just has to eat. She was saying she ate like 3 grams of carbs because of the ranch at most. Either way, it looked like around 400 calories worth of ranch alone. Keto does not mean you get to eat unlimited calories either, but whatever. It's not just eating keto magically makes you lose weight. It's still calories in, calories out. But I suppose the science kind of behind keto is that you metabolize whatever you eat a little bit differently. And I suppose if you eat shit ton of fat and protein, you're just not as hungry, which makes a lot of sense. She was really putting on a show with this salad. She was mlimming, making disgusting noises. I've cut all of that out. I cannot stand the sound. Personally, I don't watch mukbangs. I don't like mukbangs. I don't enjoy seeing people stuff their faces and make the nasty ass sounds. I'm very sensitive when it comes to stuff like that, and it grosses me out. Not her in particular, I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying, like, eating sounds generally, I absolutely hate them. I cannot stand them. Oh my goodness, it's the worst.
Hickeys.
Plus, she's pointing out her hickeys here too, because
I'm
high
in
school.
high school. Why do you keep referencing someone who doesn't like you? Because I don't care about that. Just because someone doesn't like me doesn't mean I don't like them.
She insists on bringing up Chantal in every single chance she gets, whether it's her posts, whether it's her videos, mukbangs, whatever. She's blocked on Chantal's channel. I don't think she's welcome there at all. I don't think Chantal appreciates her talking about it. But here we are. She just keeps being so goddamn stubborn about it. I don't understand why.
Hi, bitches. The narcolerk had a heart attack. Have some sympathy. Sorry, I'm trying to find my sympathy bone. My sympathy. I'm sorry. I don't care.
I ain't scared no popo. Call the popo ho. Call the popo ho.
I want you guys to go look at the shit that she talked about my lung. I want you to go look. I want you to go look. So I decided to pull a fast one. And I just wanted to see how you guys would react. And I was right. So, of course I feel bad about it. That doesn't take away the fact that she is a narcissist. And I hope that she's okay. But I'm just saying, you can't expect kindness all the time when you say horrible things about me. Like, it just doesn't add up. It doesn't add up. Oh, thank you, Tina.
So straight up, Amberlynn decided to be a dick. Straight up mean and rude. She said she doesn't care about narc alerts, heart attacks. She explained it as being ironic and simply us, the dumb audience, not understanding the nuance of her sophisticated way of communicating. She was not sorry in the slightest. In her non-apology, she brings up another creator, as they were allegedly mean to her about her lung issues, so now our narc alert deserves shit behavior too, even though narc did not talk shit about Amber's health issues as far as I know. She purposely acted with no sympathy to show us how ruthless reaction channels are, apparently. Amber lives in a mindset of never respecting anybody until they do something nice for her. She says she gives back the energy she receives, which I think is just a vicious cycle and an absolutely miserable way to live. I don't like the idea of being an asshole just because others are assholes. Be the change you want to see in the world, Amberlynn. The non-apology really, really ruffled my feathers. And personally, because it was so vicious, I think she decided to try and apologize because people were mad, understandably so. Let me quickly read out what she said. Regarding the heart attack situation, during my live stream, I was being ironic in the way that reaction channels are, especially pulpy syntax, to give an example. Personally, I did not know who that was until now. Where they talked very negatively about my lung issues and health issues in general. I constantly talk about sympathy and how reactions have zero sympathy for me and Chantal. Again, bringing up Chantal for no goddamn reason. I was purposely doing it. Purposely acting like them. That's why I sat there silent and I said, looking at my sympathy bone, the way that I assume people would react towards reaction channels is the very way people came out and stuck up for Narc Alert. I'm glad that people did stick up for her. It's a shame that people lose the respect when it's reaction channels doing the whole, oh well, it's her lung, it's her fault, or making jokes about my dingling lung, or throwing cancer in my face. The list can go on. I, without a doubt, should have made my point in a different way because, trust me, I am not that cold-hearted bitch. I wanted to act like the very people who react to me daily, and I did it in poor taste and at somebody else's expense, and for that, I am sorry. I disagree that I did it with what I did, and I let my pride to prove a point distract me from who I really am as a person and who I really am and how I truly wanted to respond. And it's just the bizarre ass look she gives to Wifey when she like goes back and forth with her heads. But yeah, she briefly brought up Pulpy Syntax, Oh Lordy, It's Jordy, Mr. Snowflake, Chantal, I believe Zachary Michael as well. She's just going after anybody who can keep her relevant. You can see she's like a rat clinging on to a sinking boat.